Hola, sports fans. This is Patzer with the Chess.com puzzle for June 27th, 2019. Let's take a look. Interesting thing about this puzzle is white is to go first, by the way. White's to go first. It leads pretty promptly to mate, and in six moves. I have the Chess.com solution up here right now. As you can see, checkmate in 6 moves. What's interesting about the Chess.com approach is how different it is from the Stockfish approach. So let's take a look and see why they're so different and why Stockfish doesn't seem to think this requires a bloodbath. All right, so let's walk through it. This is the first move, not surprisingly, instant check, and the king. Well, the king could, I suppose, not take the rook here, but it does. And then the other rook comes over, and the king moves into the corner. And not surprisingly, the next move is for the queen to check. The queen gets taken. The bishop moves in, checks again. The black does the only thing it can do in this situation, which is to put that pawn forward. And not surprisingly, the bishop forges ahead. Damn the torpedoes. The rook then takes the bishop and mate. That's mate. So what happens when the Stockfish engine plays itself in this position? By the way, as you can see, there's quite a lot of carnage here. Black lost its queen and one of its bishops and the rook, that initial rook. So, kind of messy. So what happens when Stockfish plays itself? Opening move is the same, and the king takes the rook. Next move is also the same, but this time the king does not step back into the corner there, the h8 corner, and instead moves out. That causes the queen to come over here, come over to the right and check from the h4 position. King has really got very few places it can go in this situation, so it goes to the only spot it can reach. Once again, white checks. King moves back to its only remaining spot, and the rook moves down. Interestingly, the knight there, the black knight, can't take it because it's pinned. It's pinned by the bishop. King moves down, and the queen pops up, checkmate. So there you have it. 6 moves, just like the Chess.com solution. But in this case, white loses only that initial rook from the opening move. Otherwise, same result, 6 moves, but very, very little carnage. Thought that was quite enlightening. So there you have it. This is the Chess.com puzzle for June 27th. This is the Patzer, or El Patzer. Get out from behind the 8 ball, and I'll speak to you soon.